Hi guys, it's Kyle from Kyle's Kayaks. Today we're going to be going over 5 simple steps to follow when buying used kayaks. I myself have been burned a couple times, so hopefully I'm going to be able to help you guys out and prevent that from happening. Number one is going to be super simple. It's kind of just doing your research and knowing what all parts of the kayak are mechanical and functioning to where you can kind of inspect them. I know it seems intuitive, but there's been a lot of times whenever I first started buying that I didn't even really know. I knew what the kayak was, but I didn't know the internals of it. I didn't know how it worked. And I feel like just doing a little bit of research, maybe watching some reviews of new ones, can help you like ask the right questions. And someone who's willing to explain to you like all the parts of the kayak is definitely more than likely a pretty honest person. Number two would be warranty. Knowing if the kayak has a external warranty. For instance, we know that Hobie does transfer secondhand warranties. Companies like Old Town, Native, and New Canoe do not. So that's just another thing to know. Uh, some of the indicators to look out for would be hull wear. And what I mean by that is the underside, the underbelly of the kayak can really give you a good indicator on how much it's been used. If someone lists the kayak saying been in the water once but is fully scraped out of the bottom, you know they're not telling the truth. And if they're dishonest about how many times they've used the kayak, then they might be more dishonest about other things. Number four would be sun damage. This one has got me several times. It's Texas, it's super hot out here, and people tend to not store their kayaks indoors or in the shade or covered. And so it's really hard to spot sun damage from photos. You really can't tell too often unless they take really high quality photos what sun damage looks like locally. But if they leave it out in the sun, it just wears that plastic and makes it really brittle and super easy to break. So I would definitely stay away from that. And then fifthly would be just knowing all the mechanical parts, testing the pedals if there's a pedal. If there's electronics, make sure that you take a battery or they can show you that it works or a video of it working. The rudder system, make sure it works. Just do a quick once over of the kayak, make sure there's nothing broken. I would also ask them directly if anything is wrong with the kayak. I know it's redundant, but a lot of people are more than willing to go into detail and show you the things that are not broken. So that may be a helpful tip. And then finally, it would be a bonus tip is to negotiate up front. I always tend to negotiate my price before I even set foot out the door, and I also negotiate based off distance. Like if I have to drive 3 hours, I'm not going to offer you the price that because time is money, and so I always negotiate up front. The way the seller's not confused whenever I show up and try to lowball them for whatever reason. The only time I'll ever negotiate my offer that I already set up is if I see something that they didn't list. Like, for instance, we get there and the electronics don't work at all. Like, and they're like, oh, these used to work, and I might ask for something off because it's just not worth it to me to take the risk. So hopefully these are some easy tips that you guys can follow and save a little time, a little bit of money buying used. Thanks. Bye.